Hi guys, how are you doing? So we are back with a lot of discussion, guys. Really important day today, and we'll be discussing a lot of stuff in details right now, and that would only help you with the understanding, but also give you a good clue. So today is Wednesday, and we did had ADP employment change that was like kind of like negative, and unemployment claims that were positive, but they are. They are positive but not much positive as per the previous, a little lower than the previous, but a little less than forecasted one, but above like 200k, so kind of like makes sense. And ADP unemployment change, this is estimated change in the number of employed peoples during the previous month, excluding the farm. So it's like change in the number of employed people, and it is through the automatic data processing. So it analyzes the payroll data. Payroll means like the income data for like 25 million workers. So it's through that automatic processing. So kind of like an indicator. Specifically, the data for the crude right now is coming. Crude is always impacting the Canadian dollar as well. So because if the US data of the crude is mostly coming from the Canada, so kind of like makes sense. On the other hand, we do have like FOMCs and retails. Tomorrow on Thursday, don't have any kind of like major data, but there is kind of like a thing that the president that uh, died in United States kind of like um, they have a holiday here. So if we see on another website for specifically for the Thursday, we do have like some of the German data that is coming out, and as well as Fed speaks. So there would be certain kind of like volatility on Thursday, but not much. But on Friday, we would be having like payrolls uh, and non-farm payroll like NFP. So 200k was the forecasted one. So consensus is a bit down. Uh, sorry. Yeah, the previous one was like 227k, and forecasted is a bit less. And similarly, hourly earning is decreasing a little bit. So Michigan sentiments are increasing. Anyway, this is like a small forecasted understanding for the data as well. So kind of like a lot is going in the market right now. So the as per the technical side, guys, um, it's it's amazing as well. Let me explain to you. So now, guys, we have been like discussing DXY from quite a long now, and if you see the previous streams, you're gonna get a better clue that what is specifically happening around here. So you see right here, we had like this kind of resistance right here, and right here there was a bounce like a peak formation low. Right here, price broke out of the structure around that level. Price came back down there, right, into this demand right here. Price kind of like held beautifully. Yesterday, when there was a trade that was taken from by me, so we're gonna like discuss that quickly when we would be reaching to that pair. So right here, this type of the formation was being formed, and when this kind of like formation was occurring, and when this candle was being developed at that moment right here, on that moment this movement wasn't done. So this wasn't the movement, and there wasn't like just a sec, guys. It was around 11 a.m. Yeah, yeah. So this was like this was the This was the candle that was being developed right here. And when this candle was developing, guys, I told you that this doesn't seem much of a significant move in that direction. There was like a bearish candle, and I was just like telling you guys that this isn't like the strong bearish candle, because if you see the past stream, you're going to understand what I'm actually talking about. So now we have actually moved on, so let's not discuss that. But eventually what ended up happening, that price made like a double bottom right here, and there was a selling candle that was forming here. And I told you guys that this isn't like much of a beautiful candle in that regard. Like beautiful candle, what I call is like there was some kind of like a pin bar or something that can actually like really help us in order to understand like specifically to define a reversal or something. But I told you guys like this isn't a reversal in in that direction. So what ended up happening, like we can see that the price like actually like unfolded and gave us a big momentum on the bull side. So it's quite clear in that regard. Right now there's a high likelihood the price gonna be like touching this level. So but right now it's been stopped because of the volatility and all that stuff. So uh, what we expect is a reversal around here is not much legit, in a sense that if you just like are thinking that a price can come down like that, there is less likelihood of that, because price has like already exceeded the level around here. And we see right here is it's a level, another level right here. So any kind of like pullback can push the price on the upper side like that. So I believe that DXY is in like a good bullish format right now, and looks really legit, and kind of like had if we just extend it right here. So so this is kind of like a level right now which we are looking at. You see, it's a 3 bar play, in a sense that price went up like that, pulled back, continued like that, and then further continued on the upper side like that. So this is one of the most important level which we are looking at, specifically this DXY stuff, when it kind of like broke out of the structure. And much likelihood is that the price gonna be reaching to this level, and after that we can like adjust the upper level if the price touches up there. But most likelihood that price gonna be touching it up on the other side. If we just like see the extension of this level, uh, what we are looking at is this high right now, but there are the other highs as well. Next high could be right here as well. uh, this could be our next high if the price actually reaches to that level. The most likelihood the price gonna be touching that level. So let's see how actually like things happen if the price reaches to that level. So we can just like change this level to the upper level up there. So this is the DXY right now. So what we need to remember is this level right here, which I've already marked quite few times now. So this is the most important level, that the way the price kind of like broke out of the structure around this candle, and this structure right here is really extremely important. So let's move ahead. This is USD CAD. USD CAD was kind of like in the range. We have discussed it already, and this was the structure that was being formed. And before I exited my last stream out here, I told you guys about this level around here, right? And we were constantly discussing this level. And when this candle was forming right here, when I ended my stream yesterday, so the idea was that the price can like come down, right? But I told you guys that it isn't like legit in a sense, and price took a uh, beautiful peak formation low right here, made a beautiful peak formation low right here, and directly broke out. So most likelihood is that the dollar is taking the strength right here, and can push the price towards the upper side, and we can see some kind of reaction around that point, and looks really good right now. For example, if the dollar rejects now I believe that it could be a better chance for the price to go on the downside as well. You see right here, if we if we see like 50% right now, the price is around like 50% of the level here as well. And if we see this structure Fibonacci right now, so price structure has retraced back around like 70%. So we can expect some kind of reaction around here as well. So it looks really promising. On the other hand, USD CHF guys, this was the candle that we left around here, and we were looking at this order block right here. So kind of like price broke out in there, and now now is the time, like if the selling is induced in here, we can expect a move around here like that, around this could be some of the points which we can actually lock into. So right now it's a bit vague right now, but we can get some kind of like move in coming time. Not much happened in yens. That was USD JPY. Now coming back to Euro USD. Euro USD was forming a structure right here. I have been like mentioning this resistance quite a few times right here. There was a reaction which we were getting, and I told you guys that that reaction wasn't that legit, and price what eventually happened is like dumped down, and after the dumping of the price, we were looking at this order block, but it kind of like didn't held, and we kind of like removed that level right now, and which we're looking at is a simple structure like that, and let's see how the price gonna react further. At last, guys, one of the good news is we were like looking at this range from quite a long time. We kind of like stopped discussion about Euro GBP for a while when the price was in this range, and now there's a good breakout specifically that has happened and shown clearly right here. Kind of like really impressed me with the breakout that happened, and it was like a tough scenario for a while for not looking at this structure. Kind of like make much enough sense. Now what we are looking is that we're going to like remove this level right from this top, because there's a breakout that has clearly happened. Moving my moving my level right to this level, because the breakout was like really good. And if we like kind of like look into this structure right here, so if you see like the trend is like that. So just forget about like for these levels, forget about these levels for a while. Just a sec, guys, I'm coming. So looking at this level, like really important right now, the scenario is that the price is like it was in constantly in a sell structure right in front of you guys, and as the price was in the sell structure right here, you see like there was a break that happened, there was a break that happened around here, and eventually like the price was holding around here, right? So it's kind of like in a cell structure already, but with this kind of like interest in the market, kind of like attracted me back, because you see right here, it's it's quite like legit right now in a sense. Hmm, let's look it around like that. So with this kind of like breakout, what I'm talking about, like this was like an extensive range for a while. I want to like spend a few more minutes into this understanding right here. You see, like if this was like the extensive range right here, up till that point, you can see that it is an 18 days 20 hours range, right? 70 bars in there, about for 4 hours. So it's like a heck of a move for 18 days, you know. So as a trader, you know, waiting for this like this kind of like 18-day move is something important. So it's kind of like shows that how important the patience is actually. And you see right here, this was our kind of like structure right here, and the way the breakout actually happened from this point, it's really amazing. And what I'm just like looking at like is this R block right here, and quite curious to see that how actually price interacts right now in here. And I'm gonna place my alert right here, so that previous alert was down there because I was just hoping for a breakdown, but it kind of like held this level with this uh, double bottom right here. So if the price has held with this double bottom right here, and you see like there is a good breakout around this level, so price is kind of like pushing on the upper side like that. And we do have like certain kind of like resistances up here as well around this level. This is another resistance level around here. So there is much likelihood that euro, oh no guys, just a sec. I do have like a technical issue right now. I will be coming back. Just wait for a while. Sorry guys, there was some kind of like technical issue at that moment. So what I was like talking about, like this structure right here, that actually kind of like broke out. Really interesting scenario right now. And I would even like want to specifically like note it down as well, because for the future, you know, we can like look into that. So what kind of like reaction which we are expecting right now is most likely that if we can get a pullback around here, we can expect a move towards the top, and it can give us like a good extensive intense profits right now if we can actually take hold of this move right here. So I'm just really curious, guys, like how the price would be specifically reacting around these levels, and it can give us like a good understanding right now. So quite great. So right now the price is even like touching it. So most of the people and even like my mind is curious that can we like take a take a cell structure around here. So I don't believe that that the cells would be much valid in this scenario right now, because the way the price actually broke out is certainly like can give us a move like that. Although the selling can come for a while, but I would be much likely to be seeking for the longs here, because as we discussed, come on, we need to move further. We can't sit around here. So euro odd, guys. Euro odd. When we were like looking at a euro odd, we were looking at this structure right here. Specifically with this pin bar, it was in this Australian dollar CPI that specifically came. Price kind of like is holding around this level. Right now, we can get like a good trade as well. Just a sec. So right now, what I want to like show you guys is something really important. The price is, although price is holding this level right here, and you see this is another level right here. Right here, this is another level, and I perfectly like understand that although we have like this long move on the upper side, really important stuff which I'm telling you right now, this is like almost a trade formation right now, and I might be even like executing this position too. That's why I'm a bit in a hurry right now to take this position too, because it's not about like taking it on the live, but it's kind of like explaining you in that kind of scenario. You see right here, there was a breakout that happened, but along with this scenario right here, let me make it more visible to you guys like that. Uh, so there was like a breakout around this level. There was like a breakout around this level. See, so now I perfectly believe that price can give us a move towards the downside like that, because with this kind of like selling that has occurred around here, right now it's a perfect scenario to take a short position here, and I really want to like enter right now, but want to like move further. So euro odd is a perfect candidate right now, so let's move further. Euro NZD has been like in the same format right here around here. We can see the reaction that price has occurred, and um, although like this is a good candidate for like a sell structure having the pushing the price towards the downside here to this point, but still there is much not much conclusive effect in that sense, because if the price had broken around this level, if the price had broken that and then went up like that, so there would be more likelihood that price can go on the downside. But with with the momentum which we see that this demand is right kind of like holding right now, the price is kind of like pushed on the upper side, but it's making the structure right now, and although there's a likelihood that price can push, but I would have like loved the scenario if the price made the structure like that. So euro odd is a really good candidate, guys, and hmm, euro cad kind of like held this order block right here. What I mean to say is that if you see right here, this is a kind of like a structure that we are looking at. Let's make it like that. So it's kind of like a structure right now. The price is not much clear, and good likelihood that price can come on the downside as well, and then we can take a long position from that level. And there is also a break that has happened around this point. So this was a trade, guys. I took and made a good profit on it. I kind of like locked my full position around this point, although I was aiming for this one. But the reason for locking much of the profits around here uh, uh, was like a simple structure right here. So this was a small profit that I kind of like locked in, but I kind of like locked the profit around here. So it gave me a good chunk of. It was a good position size that I had placed yesterday night on it. So the idea was simple that with this kind of like a structure, the price went up. So with this kind of like a selling structure right here, so it was the first resistance was around here, right? The second resistance was around here. The price went back to the order block, and as the price went back to the order block, price came back down, pulled back, forming this structure. I kind of like uh, took took the position while the candle was developing. Although the stop loss should have been around, although the stop loss should have been around this level, but I kind of like keep sometimes bigger stop losses as well. So in that regard, like, it gave us a good profit too. So enough of like making sense in that direction. Just a sec. Yeah. So I understand that this isn't like a best move, which you guys like would be like, oh wow, this is like great, but due to the size, it was like a good move. So secondly, this is a 4 hour candle. Like, the structures can change like really quick, but kind of like makes sense when you work on this higher time frame. So this was the trade idea that actually was executed and gave us a good profit in that case too. So uh, right now, this is what we are looking at is further is, you see right here we got a reaction, there was a breakout, and now there's a much likelihood that price can go further downside like that. And after reaching to this point, we would be getting some kind of reaction, because you see right here we do have like a support right now here. So Euro CHF gave us a wonderful move, much more better than USD JPY. Yesterday, what we were looking at is this kind of structure that price could have like gone up on the formation of a double top right there. But the reason of not entering was like it was like quite on the top of the position, so kind of like giving me the sense that price couldn't like go on the upper side because of this like selling structure that came. Although like this is a 3 candle retracement, then there was a 2 candle retracement and price pushed on the downside. Kind of like made sense at that point, so I kind of like didn't enter it, but it gave us a good move on the other side, coming back down there exactly to this zone right here. So made enough sense in that regard too. So moving further, so pound USD gave us like a good selling structure right here. Wasn't expecting this kind of like move, and this was the zone which I was looking at. Actually, this was the zone I was looking at around here. Price was like forming the structure, but the way the price actually fell on the downside with this ADP stuff, we have to like make a new low right here. I want to like change the low to this point right now, because that level is already mitigated, and how we are looking at is like price can come down there. So the reason for Euro GBP to rise was like specifically with this kind of like a pound scenario. And another thing which I want to like highlight right now is simply this structure up here, this neckline. This was an important zone. So this is how we would be looking at it, that if the price comes down, formation of a peak formation range or accumulation distribution stuff, and this kind of like scenario can occur. But guys, don't try to like long it for the v-shaped structure right here, because we do have enough of our resistances out here. You see, like if you buy it all of the sudden, like because of the high exhaustion selling, because if you're gonna like buy with the high exhaustion selling, there is much of the resistance is present out here. So this is kind of like a more safer one. That's why I would be like waiting for this kind of like structure to be formed. 24,500 was it seems to be a legit level. I want to like place my alert right there, and I want to like remove this alert right. Okay, so Euro GBP odd. You see like how the GBP odd has specifically like give us a sell structure, and most likely the price would be coming down there. Although we have been like looking at this order block right here, and it was acting perfectly, but it kind of like couldn't hold right now. So what we're gonna do is see, guys, the idea that the levels act, but you need to like constantly like make new levels, because market is dynamic, because the things certainly like change every minute in here. So this is the kind of like a scenario which we are looking at right now. Make enough sense to me. Wonderful break of on pound. Uh, Pound New Zealand right now. You see, this is a breakout. This is a good structure right here. If the price comes within this range, we can get certainly get a move on the downside, and I would be removing this level. Let's get deep into the discussion of this structure right here. See, this is also a structure right here, and most likelihood that price can come around this level. You can like really lock in some of the profits around here, or even around there. It would be a good chunk of move, and anything pushing back within the range can give us a move like that. So really a good candidate right now. Good candidate. uh, Pound NZD. We are having certain kind of like setups that are really important and really highly profitable setups. Make enough sense right now. Wonderful move in GBP CAD on the sell structure. It's back to this level. We have been like waiting for this level for quite a long. The structure with the break occurred really good. I would be removing that level, and you see right here, I would be bringing my interest towards the top side. We do have like a small order block right here as well. This kind of like a neckline. Let me make it for you guys so that we just don't forget about it. Right here we do have an order block. We can see some kind of reaction around that point too. Alerts, let's remove this alert because let's see how actually like the price reacts around this point. But we have like gotten a good idea that pounds are specifically like a good candidate right now because they have started building up the structure that is on the bearish side, and any kind of like pullback can give us like a move towards the downside, specifically in the pounds right now. Yeah, so wonderful move. This is another demand zone for yens, and I was like short. I just like showed you that I was short in euro JPY. So if you see the pound JPY, it seems to be a better candidate than euros. At that moment when I took the position, I was looking at the structure right here as well, but the kind of like the idea was to go for the perfect candidate on the perfect setup. So it was making more sense for me on the pound specifically. We do have like a small order block right here, although this is also an order block right here, but the idea is I'm not putting up there because simply like it would be really big. So I'm gonna like take up more precise positions because I'm working on a 4-hour charts. More likelihood that the price would be coming down here for now. This was another demand zone in pound CHF. Price is moving on the downside. We do have an order block right here. We're going to be like shifting it. It's more of a demand zone. On the other hand side, you can see right here that price actually like broke out here, pulled back here, continued on the upper side, and you can see the reaction actually occurred in here. So further looking into deep, I'm more into the side of a hustle right now, in a sense that I do have that urgency in here, because when I'm seeing the pounds right now, they're just like giving us an extensive moves right now. So of course there should be urgency in that regard. It's not FOMO that I'm doing, because I'm not taking any kind of trade, it's just an analysis right now. So we had an alert right up here, kind of like want to remove it too, and I'm gonna like go back. I'm gonna use this order block right up here. We had a order block right here. It wasn't an order block, it was basically a demand zone right here, but kind of like price is pushing on the downside. Up to what extent price can push is this candle. This is a good zone right here. uh, we got some kind of reaction, but I want to let the price complete the momentum first, and then we can like actually act on it. So I hope I'm making much sense right now. You see right here, we do have any sort of a pullbacks can give us a move towards the downside like that. We would be getting some kind of reaction, of course. uh, Australian dollar kind of like also uh, broke the structure right here. It wasn't a promising setup either for the long, so kind of like came down. Most likely would be taking out the position. My alert is down there just because there's a lower level as well right here, which might not be showing in the 4 hour structure, but on the daily we do have this low. But currently I'm like looking at this low because price haven't like touched those levels. mm, AUD NZD. Okay, so pounds were like super down. Australian dollar has been like holding. I'm looking at this level right now, which is this alert. Price came back, couldn't like take these lows exactly to the level, pip to the pip, but kind of like reversed back. And if the price is reversing back right now, so let's see how it would be reacting further. I do want to like make this structure as a low right now because you see like the reaction was good, a clean move with the pin bars, so makes sense. I'm gonna remove this alert right now because yeah, this is kind of like a structure which we are looking at right now. AUD CAD kind of like gave reaction above the order block right now, so most likely the price will be coming down further. Hmm. It's AUD didn't give us a move like GJ, so right now it's more on the ambiguous side. I want to like wait till the price actually unfolds the structure. Let's get more deeper into this understanding. Is that right here you see this was the resistance above here, price went up, made a peak formation high right now, and after the peak formation high, this is kind of like this is kind of a move. This is a move right now which we are looking at, can give us a move up on the upper side like that too. AUDCHF not much promising right now. It's like a small order block right here, kind of like showing the reactions right now. So you see, but more likelihood is the price gonna come down there. Okay, NZD USD couldn't like break this, although this low wasn't even like much of a promised low because there isn't much of a wick down there. There are like a lot of stuff that we can like use as a resistance right now. Currently, next resistance would be, I would be using this as the resistance right now. It is more on the upper side. So let's see, guys, if the price actually like most likelihood like is that price gonna take out this level, and if the price gonna take out this level, I would be more interested. Although we wouldn't be like applying for the sudden push on the upper side, but I want to like change this level. This is kind of like a structure which we are looking at. Similarly, AUD CAD kind of like hold, sorry, NZD CAD kind of like holding the level. Holding the positions right here. Not much of a promised move. I kind of like thought about taking the position yesterday night around when this kind of like moved happened. I wanted to like take this position for on the sell side, but the reason of not entering into the sell size was like this kind of like the breakout that happened. So it wasn't like putting me to the mindset I should like short it. Great, great structure can give us a promised move towards the downside as well. You see the reaction that has occurred. I kind of like these kind of reactions around here. You see the structures on the sell side, and price has been like reaching to this high right here. So makes sense, guys. Really good for mid right now, and can get a position like that if the price comes down. Even like if we lock up till here, guys, it's enough of a big move on 4 hours. Wanna like let the range be completed, and we're back to DXY. So there are setups that are being formed right now. So we're gonna be like going through them. The main setups which I kind of liked. So number one was Euro GBP, kind of like making the structure. It is like losing the strength right now. On the other hand, Euro odd. I wanted to like sell around here, but the candles are kind of like stopped. And the third position which I was looking at is GBP NZD. Guys, this could be the trade actually, but it requires like a lot of waiting. One of the best setups which I actually like encountered right now, because you see right here we do have this. So, and there is another like, see, this is a small range. What I'm just trying to tell you, like, see, if this is a range, right, range broke out of this level, then price started forming this range, and then price even like broke out of this range. So this is what we are looking at right now in here. So any sort of like a good pullback around here can give us a move towards the downside further, even to up till this level would be a good chunk of a profit. So anyway, guys, so this was it, and there are really good setups that are being formed. Really good setups, specifically when it comes to like pound right now. Pound can give us a great extensive moves, guys. Similarly, like see, this is the same structure as NZD, AUD as NZD. NZD is more clear right now. The prices are right here. We can get a move on the upper side like that, but actually I want to like be with the on the sell side in this structure around here. Even if we get a move or up there, it's more really good setups, guys. Specifically in the pound right now, the way the price is specifically like acting around this, you see. Let's see how actually the price unfolds. So pound is a good option, guys, and GBP NZD would be my priority right now. Anyway, good work for today. Take care, guys.